What's up? I am Moon from Greek Fire. I'm here at the Tom and Jeff show, here to talk about some jokes and different things that are going on and everything, but also here to be serious for a moment and talk about my good friend Johnny Venus and the video that we made for him to spread cancer awareness and getting the facts out there and helping out our friend in the process. So hope you enjoy the interview and have fun.
All right, so Moon is the lead singer of Greek Fire, if you don't know that by now. Also a member of Story of the Year, obviously. Friends of ours for quite a long time. And you guys recently took a trip to Japan, and things went great there, not so good when you came back.
Yeah, story in short, we got back, and drummer was feeling kind of funny. Now, we're musicians, so we don't have insurance, unless you're doing extremely well, and that's...
Even they still don't.
Yeah.
They don't think about it.
Right. So when you don't have insurance, I'm sure a lot of you out there are used to not going to doctors when you feel a little funny or whatever, and you just kind of let it roll. You roll with the punches. You do homemade antibiotics with Tylenol, ibuprofen.
Go lay down for an hour or whatever, something like that, yeah.
So Johnny was feeling funny, and with the jet lag with Japan and everything, it was kind of an expected sort of thing. You feel weird anyway, and for some strange reason, he was... inclined to go to see a friend, actually, that happened to be a nurse, because he had all these strange bruises and stuff. And without getting any details, she said, "Hey, you should just really go to a clinic. This is stupid not to go get checked out." And we went out to lunch that day. I asked him to go play soccer or something. He said, "Nah, I feel a little funny." And thank God he didn't do it. Instead, he went to this clinic, and within a few hours, they said, "Hey, your counts are god awful. Something's wrong. You're being admitted." So they admitted him into the hospital, and shortly after, I think it was the next morning, we found out he had leukemia. There was about a week or so, probably it felt like an eternity, about a week of us just figuring out what leukemia was, what it does, everything involved with it, and we were waiting to see which type it was, because that's each type is drastically different, has drastically different numbers as far as outcome potentials, and that was the last thing we wanted to talk about or think about, but something that had to be figured out. And turns out he has a specific type that is extremely aggressive. He was in the hospital for about 40 days. Things were really touch and go. I don't want to get detail-y.
20-some-odd transfusions, right? 20?
Oh, dude, way more than that.
Oh, was it?
It was, he essentially, leukemia is, it's a blood cancer where your bone marrow isn't making the right stuff. You have essentially no immune system. His white blood cell count, you're supposed to be around 150-something thousand more, and... abnormal is less than 100,000. He had 14,000 when he went in, and they say organ failure is pretty much
at that point
inevitable around 10,000, and within an hour he had dropped to 11,000. So it's really touch and go there, and you have to have blood transfusions just to keep numbers up, because your blood isn't doing the trick, So he had 1 million of those and a bunch of bone marrow biopsies, when they're sucking bone marrow out, and that's... an incredibly sore sort of thing, and he underwent a lot of stuff, had a lot of complications, and it was really scary. So for us, all of our focus went to who cares about band stuff, who cares about everything. This is our best friend. This is my best friend since high school, since we were 14 years old, and everything went to just figuring out how to get him the best care possible. And that hospital was amazing. The nurses were amazing. Doctors were really, really good, and then it turned to. Our focus was trying to figure out what we could do to raise money for this dude who doesn't have insurance, and they're talking $500,000, maybe $1 million in hospital, fees and renting a room there. So we did some benefit things immediately. Unite the United Foundation jumped up and did an auction. David Freese, Tony La Russa, a bunch of blues players, all sorts of people, from Kelly Clarkson and Alan Jackson to, like I said, sports guys. Donated stuff. We did an auction that was successful. You guys were mentioning it. Radio was mentioning it. TV was mentioning it. Everybody was really joining forces. And St. Louis really, really, really came together in a way that I didn't know was possible in a matter of days. And it was touching for us. But our heads were down, and we were just trying to figure out what the best thing for him was. And we weren't thinking about music at all. And we. I'm here to talk about the song and everything, because in the midst of trying to figure out all these different fundraisers and everything, it kind of did hit us. About 2 weeks later, Ryan picked up a guitar and was like, I have to do something. I feel strange, and there's so much emotions that I got to just track some things. And he tracked the song and sent it over, and I had already been writing just a bunch of things, not intending on using them for lyrics or anything, just wanted to be there for my friend and kind of, just get it out. I'm not a very public person. I'm a very private person with thoughts and emotions. So I was getting down essentially what I was feeling going through it. And then I was trying to kind of catch his perspective too, because he didn't have a voice. I mean, the dude couldn't speak or eat for, I think it was like 14 days. He lost 40 pounds in 40 days. And it was difficult. So I was trying to kind of, I guess, speak for him in my own way, but I didn't think he would go anywhere. I thought it was just for me. It was a very private thing. And I put it to this music, and it just worked. And everybody was on board for donating. Again, I cannot say how amazed and touched I am that people are as giving as they are. Call me a cynic or whatever, but I just didn't know it was possible, man. And
well, this is one of the things that I think is really cool. Thoughts that I had when you were talking about that was, and Scotty can probably speak to this too. How great is it that you do what you do for a living to where you can sit down with a pen and paper and get your emotions out, and it's therapeutic for you.
Yeah,
correct?
It was the only thing I could do because I mean, I was trying to go into the hospital. You never know. There's no rule book with this shit, and I'm sure anybody that's dealt with this. With a family member or themselves, like you don't know how to react. And I knew that everybody was breaking down around him and everything. And I wanted to go in there and just be jovial and like, you know what, we're gonna kick this thing's ass. Fuck this. Let's be happy. Let's watch a movie. Let's do this or something like that. And I hope that helped. I don't know, but the only way I could really like get out my frustration was on pen and paper because I didn't want to go in there all bummed out and be like, dude, this sucks.
And I can tell everybody that the first phone call that I had with you when you told me you were nothing but positive. You were like, hey, here's the great thing. There's this kind and there's this kind and the survival rate is this. And he might actually have, if there is such a thing, the good kind of leukemia.
Right, yeah.
And you were just like, we're going to beat it, of course, blah, blah, blah. And here's what I want from you. Can you do this? Can you do this? And I was like, yeah, whatever you want. But you were Mr. Positive from the very beginning. And that has to help him a lot.
Yeah, man, you got to have that. And seeing how easy how quickly things can turn to such a bad vibe in a hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just face it. Everybody's been in there. It's just bad vibes. And knowing that is, you're so susceptible to that and looking at the numbers and going, God, this sucks. My life sucks. What am I going to do? You got to go in with a fighting attitude if you stand a chance. And thank God he was a healthy young adult because without a good heart, they wouldn't have even treated him. I mean, They put him through, the whole rigmarole to make sure he was even okay to take this intense treatment. And he's going to be dealing with it for a long time. And right now it's day to day, but everything's positive. He's gaining weight, and right now it's just about paying those bills and figuring out how to get him back on his feet. Yeah.
I saw a picture on Twitter not too long ago that he was actually out playing golf. Right?
Oh man, he's kicking ass. Like it's amazing, and he's positive. And when we're all struggling, he's there to bring us up and vice versa. So it's a team effort. And everybody that's donated is, from Encapsulated Studios to Alan Hessler for mixing it. I mean, and you guys, you were there for the video shoot. Everything was done by donations. People just gave their time, their cameras, their lights, their studios. Everything was donated to make this happen. And if I was in that position and those kind of people were that would build me up more than anything.
Yeah.
It really is like massive team effort, and the way everybody has come together is what all of us can hope all of our friends do for us if we're ever in need.
And if you're on Twitter, Here Lies Moon,
yeah, that's mine,
or myself, TA Jeff, we have both put the video up there. Obviously, you can see the video. It's made two females in my life cry. Mm-hmm. Kara watched it a little earlier, and you started bawling.
I did. It's not just the video; it's the power of the lyrics and how. I don't know. I can't even talk about it.
You can sense community. You can sense community by listening to the song. You can sense that people care.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. And you can get the song on iTunes and where else?
It's on Amazon, iTunes. It's on all the normal outlets, and 100% of it goes to Johnny's Leukemia Fund. So,
and it's 99 cents on iTunes. And the way I started thinking about it after I posted it yesterday, I should have said this: Tom, you're a guy that when you're walking around in Union Station or downtown or Sula or something, you see somebody there asking for money, you'll give them $1, right?
Yeah.
This is a friend of the music community, and we're asking to give $1, and you get a kick-ass song back.
It's a buck.
For it.
It's a buck.
Yeah, exactly.
It was definitely intense when I was writing it. I actually even tweeted a few times while I was doing it saying, I hope people get get this and aren't freaked out. I mean, it's a heavy lyric that sounds like it's negative, but it's
Right.
one of the most positive songs I've ever written. It's just it's like I said, it was kind of coming from my perspective. Just perspective changes when something hits you like that.
Absolutely.
and for all sides. So I was trying to kind of write from my perspective, from his perspective, and then just make a whole chorus or a theme around something that changed because of such a big turn in life, but that will kind of continue to be, a theme throughout life after overcoming something like that.
And the cool thing about the video is, I guess it's more towards the end. There are several people that hold up signs with messages that are friends and family of his.
Yeah, the whole ending. All those people are all close friends and family of John's that have known him for years, and all of us. And that was. I mean, obviously there to show that people are here for John, but that was for John. That was for Johnny to see his friends and family there, because it's difficult when you're in the hospital and nobody can really visit you or anything. I'm assuming from his perspective, it's a very extremely lonely place. So while he was there and we were shooting this, we just wanted him to see something with his family and friends really like supporting him in every way that you can. And I'll tell you who deserves the credit is his gal is an absolute angel. She changed everything about her life to be there for him and help him, and she deserves every single bit of the credit for keeping him positive and keeping this whole thing moving. And Ryan did the video on a zero budget himself. He spent a few hundred hours in front of that computer editing this video and filming everything. He did everything by himself.
It's weird to think of Ryan doing something serious. It's very strange.
Yeah, and he's a genius with that stuff, man. And
iTunes, Amazon, just keep us posted on what's going on with him and how many downloads and
are there any other portals that people can go to donate, and what else is going on that people can do?
If somebody wants to do more than a 99-cent download, what can they do?
Right. Well, actually, I don't think I'm supposed to announce this, but I should anyway. September 18th, like I was saying, everybody's been pitching in. The Cardinals have pitched in and wanted to do like a Johnny Venus Day at Busch Stadium.
Oh,
and
wow. Right.
They gave us a whole section for the game against, I think it's the Astros, September 18th, and we'll be selling them. It's $20 ticket, and proceeds go to Johnny. And
Nice.
plus you get a concert with Cavo, Story of the Year, and Greek Fire at Busch Stadium.
Wow. Other than Cabo, that's pretty good bill.
I'm there.
Yeah,
Nice. I'm buying a ticket.
It's
I'll
going to be
buy
awesome.
6.
Yeah, we're going to do like
Yeah,
a special kind of set. We have a whole stage and everything at the Ford Plaza
nice.
for like an hour. So I think we're going to do some real special stuff.
You're not going to be able to move in that place.
Oh,
That is going to
God.
be something else.
It's gonna be super cool, and like I said, proceeds go to John. So I can't thank the Cardinals enough, and the Point's gonna be promoting it. It's
That's
a
pretty
joint
cool.
effort with those two that pitched in for free, and we're gonna have an after party and everything. So that'll be a big thing. But
do you know how many tickets there are going to be available?
I think they're kind of giving us free reign, just depending on how many
Just
we
sell as many as you can.
Yeah, the
Oh,
website,
that's great.
the site, the ticket site for that will go live in a few weeks. We'll be announcing that all over our websites.
Okay, well,
and
let
everything like
us
that.
know so we can let everybody know on Twitter and whatnot.
Yeah,
too,
and we're
'cause,
playing Point Fest this Saturday, so we're going to be selling physical tickets to that game at Point Fest.
I was going to bring that up because you guys just announced it, but I felt kind of weird going, so tell us about some
Right.
concert dates. I know you're
Right,
playing
yeah,
Point Fest. You know.
yeah, no.
If people think they can get the jump, hey, I want to go and buy your tickets now, it's not going to do anything. Wait till everything goes live, so it's set up through you guys,
So
right?
you know
Is
where
that
the money
way-
goes, right?
Yes, the
Yeah.
only way to get the Johnny Venus tickets is you have to wait for that particular link. I think it'll be on the Cardinal site, and we'll have links to it and everything. That goes live, like I said, in a few weeks. So definitely wait till there's an official press release on that. But we will have the physical tickets that go to the Johnny Venus thing at Point Fest. Plus, he does have a donation page set up through our a nonprofit that Warped Tour runs called Unite the United, and that's all tax deductible or whatever for donations and all that, and it goes straight to his leukemia fund, and that's on our website too. That's on the iTunes, or that's on the YouTube. But yeah, honestly, we just wanted a video that expressed what we were going through, what he was going through, and what we realized billions of people on this planet are going through with cancer in their family or in them and everything. So we wanted to make something
Well,
that was
you nailed it.
yeah, we wanted to make something that was for people to kind of like in this day and age and in this speak in rhetoric to kind of have on their side that they can spread around for cancer awareness. This is definitely about Johnny and raising money for Johnny with the iTunes thing. But the video itself, we didn't put for sale or whatever you do for
Right.
that kind of thing. We wanted that just to be for everybody.
Yeah, there's a lot
dealing
of
with this.
there's a
Make
lot
awareness.
of messages as far as how many people are suffering from cancer on a daily basis, yearly basis, that sort of thing in the video, which is pretty cool. So.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, congratulations on a very, very cool video and a great song. Hopefully, a shit ton of people download the thing.
Thanks.
And
Yeah, I hope it
Get
helps.
better.
I
Yeah.
hope it
Better,
helps.
Johnny.
Yeah,
Tell-
I hope it helps a lot of people out there. Just
tell him that the TAJ family is behind him, and anything we can do, let us know. Okay.
he knows it. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Thanks again for watching and listening, and hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you would like to be a part of helping Johnny Venus out, look in the info of our YouTube. That will direct you to his donation fund directly, or buy the song on iTunes. If this is the end, 100% of the proceeds go to the Johnny Venus Leukemia Fund. Also, get the facts about cancer, help those in need, and just be a part of making this world better. So thank you very much, and see you out there.